Welcome into the DNVR Avalanche Weekly Breakdown presented by Green Mountain Dental Group. Taking care of your teeth is so important, and our friends over at Green Mountain Dental Group are giving away a free Sonicare when you schedule a cleaning, x-ray, and exam. That's right, you simply have to just take care of your teeth for Green Mountain Dental Group to hand over a free Sonicare toothbrush. Check them out today online or call them at 303-988-0711 to schedule your appointment today. I'm Allie Monroy, and with me today is the one and only Rudo. But we come to you in not a happy place.
No.
The Avs have lost 5 straight games, latest to the Dallas Stars, 4-1 at American Airlines Center. Rudo, what's going on?
Not much is going on.
Well,
I mean, this 5-game losing streak has been brutal. I think there's a lot of issues, but the one that stands out the most to me is their struggling ability to produce goals.
Yep.
And that starts with Nathan MacKinnon.
Mm-hmm.
This 5-game losing streak started with an overtime loss where MacKinnon put up 2 points, and the Avs looked fine. They can get by with Nathan MacKinnon standing out like that. These last 2 games, MacKinnon has no points, and it clearly shows. And it's not for lack of trying. MacKinnon had 8 shots in this game against Dallas. He put a lot of shots on net, but the quality was questionable. And he isn't being that player that can take over the game. He's just kind of taking shots for the sake of taking shots. So it's really, really hard for this team to score when their top player isn't producing, and then obviously with the injuries.
Well, I mean, at least he was taking those shots because the Avs had 1 or 2 shot attempts at the first period, at the end of the first period.
Officially, they ended up with 5.
Okay.
Because they added a couple after the fact. During the game, I think we had counted 3. And they scored on 1. So 33% shooting is great.
Isn't
but
that bad? JT Comfort.
When the other team has 14 shots and you have 3, I mean, that speaks for itself pretty much.
Well, there was 30 minutes of combined penalty time during that game, and the Avs didn't capitalize at all during the advantage. They did stop 6 of 7, but they didn't for the penalty kill, but did not capitalize.
Right. The penalty kill was fine enough. I don't love it, but it gets the job done. The power play is simply not good enough. That is an area where when you lose some of your top scorers, you need to pick up the pace. And in power play scenarios, you need to take advantage of those opportunities because you're not going to score as much 5-on-5. And the Avs have just completely failed to do that. Officially, they ended up going 0 for 8. So I think they're actually 1 for their last 19 power play. Basically 5%, which is it's the worst in the league if that pace continues. It has to be better. The team needs to find some chemistry. They've really struggled to find people to click with Mac since losing Rantanen and then Landeskog as well. And the power play system is just so stagnant. I've said this before, but I'm going to keep pounding the table for this until something changes because it's clearly not working.
Well, Magna was sent down, apparently, according to head coach Jared Bednar. Do you have an idea on who they may call up, and are you surprised by that move at all?
I'm not super surprised. Bednar clearly was shying away from playing Magna. There are multiple games where he played less than 5 minutes a night, and if we're being realistic, if that's the role that's going to be had, pretty much anyone on the Avs AHL team can play a couple minutes a night, and it's not going to hurt the team. I hope that it's Shane Bowers or possibly Martin Kaut if he's healthy. Kaut has been a little bit banged up. Realistically, you're probably looking at a Sheldon Dries, TJ Tynan, maybe Logan O'Connor. I wouldn't mind Logan O'Connor. Logan O'Connor is a legitimate prospect in this organization and I think has some ceiling to work with. Dries and Tynan feels like more of the same as Megna, which is fine. He's going to fit into that role. He won't hurt the team. Just feels like they're not quite taking advantage of an opportunity.
Well, the Avs play the Nashville Predators on Thursday and the Columbus Blue Jackets on Saturday. They need to get at least 1 win. What do they have to do that besides shooting and scoring?
Yeah.
The main obvious.
Right. The hope is a team like Nashville is much better than a lot of the competition they've played so far, and the Avs are a team that usually do rise to that level. So hopefully that kicks them in gear a little bit and gets them going, but puck possession is absolutely key. Their defensive zone and their breakouts have been absolutely brutal.
Yeah.
You just cannot... First 20 seconds of the Dallas game, Sam Girard turns the puck over twice directly in front of his own net, and you just cannot have that. You cannot have not only that bad of turnovers, but that many. They have to reduce the errors.
Do you think we'll get an update on Mikko Rantanen anytime soon? I heard some people speculating maybe next week he would be day-to-day. What do you think?
I think that depends on if the Avs get a win or not. If they do win one of these Nashville or Columbus games, I think they'll probably say, all right, let's not risk further injury to Mikko. Let's get him healthy and get back on track. If they go on a 7-game losing streak, it's Mikko or bust at that point. Yeah, I know. It's rough to even talk about. I know. It's bad.
This team started off so hot, and at least they have that cushion.
Right.
From that hot start. But thanks to everyone who came out to the Avs watch party last night. Obviously not the result we would have hoped for, but we still had a lot of fun. Rudo, Evan, they're all there. So be sure to check out our Breckenridge Brewery event calendar to stop by for the next one, and all of our post-game content on the DNVR.com. For Rudo, I'm Allie Monroy, DNVR.